You can feel that breath moving in and out of the body. Okay, when you feel ready, let's step our right foot to the back, turning that right foot out to the side, getting ready for our warrior one on the opposite side. Turning your shoulders, turning your gaze, starting to bend into that left knee till it comes right above that left ankle. And we're facing the front of our mats. These hips can be pointed out to the side. It's more important, just bring those shoulders facing forward. Grounding down evenly into both of those feet. Remember, especially that back leg, engaging the thigh, the glute. And then let's inhale, lifting those arms up. On the exhale, hinging at those hips, reaching those hands back behind you, keeping this front knee bent, palms facing the body. Inhale as we lift back up. Both legs are engaged. Exhaling, arms reach down and back. Crown of the head reaches forward. Inhaling as we lift. And exhaling, the last time here. Reaching those arms back, crown of the head forward. And then go ahead and inhale, lift all the way up. And exhaling those hands to your heart center. Finding your breath. Breathing in deeply into the nose. You need to release some heat. And breathe out through the mouth. And then on the next exhale, go ahead and lower both hands all the way to the floor. Lifting your right heel off the floor. We'll step the left foot back. Lifting those hips up high. Coming back to your downward dog. Now you can stay right here, or you can move through a flow where you inhale forward to your plank. Exhale, elbows bend, lowering half or all the way to the floor. And inhale, lifting the heart forward, up through the crown of the head. Making your way back to your downward dog. And once you get there, take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Long breath out through the mouth. Okay, go ahead and come forward and down onto those knees. We're going to come all the way up onto our knees this time. If the ground is really hard underneath you, you can always double up your mat. Bring those underneath your knees, give yourself a little bit of extra padding. Otherwise, we just stand up nice and tall here. Trying to stack shoulders above the hips, hips above those knees. I'm engaging, try to keep those thighs engaged, which will help us go too far into those hips. But as we breathe in, to reach those arms straight up towards the ceiling. And on the breath out, we're going to do cactus arms. Dropping the elbows down and back, lifting the heart up towards the ceiling. 3 times as we inhale, reaching the arms up, and exhale, cactus arms. Inhaling as we lift. Remember, keeping those thighs engaged, nice and strong through the legs, through the belly. Exhale, cactus arms. One last time, inhaling as we lift. And exhaling here. Switching it up a little bit. As we inhale in our cactus arms, exhale, we're going to bring forearms and palms together out in front. So we inhale, open through the heart, open through the chest. Exhale, arms draw in. And maybe when those hands connect, we bring the chin towards the chest. 2 more times. Inhale as we lift and open. Exhaling, rounding through the upper back. Once more, inhale, opening. And exhale as we round. Slowly releasing those arms. We can sit those hips back. We'll bring those legs around to the front and shake them out a few times. Okay, let's bring the soles of our feet together, and then we're going to walk the feet in close to the body. So as close as is comfortable, and then just try to sit evenly on both sides if possible. Hands can be on those ankles or on those feet. And then try bringing your thumbs to like the arches of your feet. Slowly opening the arches of those feet, like almost like you're opening a book. So the outer edges of those feet are still connected. We're just opening through the inside edges. You can even use your thumbs, give yourself a little foot massage there if you want. Otherwise, we'll keep those hands where they are. We'll inhale, sitting up nice and tall, and then exhale as we hinge at the hips. starting to fold over those legs. But the only thing that is bending here is the waist. Well, it needs to obviously, but try to avoid rounding through the back. Try to reach the chest forward and down until you find that space where you can't fold any further. And then you can soften through the shoulders, through the head, maybe drop the chin towards the chest. But that way we're keeping that spine nice and long as we hinge. You can keep the hands on the feet or you can walk them out in front of you. We're just going to pause here for 3 full breaths. Breathing into that space, maybe through the inner thighs, maybe through the lower back. And as you breathe out, just allowing those legs to relax, even if it's just a tiny bit more. And then on the inhale, slowly walking those hands back up. And we'll bring those knees up, feet come to the floor, hands come behind the body, fingertips pointing in. And as we breathe in, we're just going to lift these hips. Lifting them up towards the ceiling. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Opening through the front of those hips. And then exhale, slowly lowering back down. Once again, bring the soles of your feet together, but this time, we're going to walk the feet away from the body. So there's a nice diamond shape in between those legs. The heels out away from those hips. Hands can come anywhere along your legs, maybe to your ankles, maybe to your feet. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. And exhale, once again, just hinging at the hips, leading with the heart as we fold over those legs. You can use those hands to help take it a little bit further, walking them forward. Or they can even be behind you for support. So again, finding your space. About 3 more breaths here. Noticing where the stretch might feel a little different. You might still feel it in the inner thighs. Maybe you feel it more in the outer hips. Maybe it feels the same as the stretch before. Just try to bring your awareness into the body and notice what you feel there. 2 more breaths here. And on the inhale, go ahead and slowly walk those hands back up. Bringing those knees up towards one another. We'll bring those feet back in about hip width apart. Hands come behind the body. And this time, instead of lifting those hips, we're just going to move these knees side to side. Just moving them at the same time. Rolling back and forth across the edges of your feet, across the sides of your hips. Once more each direction. And then bringing those knees back to center. Okay, make sure you have some space behind you, maybe scooting to the front of your mat. We're going to bring our hands to the back of our knees and just slowly roll all the way down onto your back. Bringing those knees with you into the chest. We're going to do what we call egg beaters with these knees. So hands come to the outside of those knees, and we're going to move those knees out to the sides and then back in towards one another. So we're making circles with those knees. They're just going opposite directions. Keeping that lower back connected with the floor. Which is great to open up those hips. And give that lower back a little massage. And then try going the opposite direction a few times with those circles. Reversing direction, I guess. And then slowly bringing those knees back to center. Guiding both knees over towards your left side. So we're rolling onto your left hip, the left side body, and then we're going to open both arms out to the sides, like the T shape. And if comfortable on your neck, turning your gaze to the right. Taking 3 breaths in this twist. Inhaling deep into the belly. Feeling the sides of your torso expand as you breathe in. And then just allowing the entire torso to relax as you breathe out. And maybe on that next inhale, engaging through that core, guiding those knees back up to center. Releasing both feet to the floor. Just take a moment here in the center, letting that spine realign. And then we'll move on to the opposite side. So lifting those feet, guiding those knees over to the right side, rolling onto the right hip, the right side of the body. And then once again, both arms will open out to the sides, so especially that left arm. Turning your gaze to the left. Both hands can just relax on the floor. Bringing awareness back to your breath. Maybe slowing it down a little bit, especially that exhale, which will help. Just to calm the body, to calm the mind. And then on your next inhale, engaging that core, guiding those knees back up to center, and then go ahead and release both feet flat to the mat, knees pointing up. Maybe walk those feet out toward the edges of your mat, and then just allow those knees to rest alongside one another. Bring one hand to the belly, the other hand to the chest or the heart. Once more, just finding the breath. And with those hands placed where they are, just see if you can feel movement underneath those hands as you breathe. Tracking that breath as it comes into the nose, into the chest, into the belly. And then out of the belly, out of the chest, out of the nose. Just 3 more breaths here. And as you feel ready, go ahead and release those hands, extending those legs out in front of you. Let's reach those arms up overhead. Just take a big stretch from fingertip to toe. Allow that lower back to lift off the floor. And then exhale as you draw those knees back in. Maybe bring those hands behind the legs and just rock and roll your way up to the seat once again. Just finding your space on your mat, sitting up nice and tall. We'll take 2 more breaths as we finish up here. So finishing that next exhale, maybe your gaze is down on the floor, a few feet in front of you. And then on the next breath in, let's just take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And then a nice cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Thank you for joining with me today for a little midday yoga practice. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, a wonderful weekend, and can't wait to see you next time. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you so much, Heather. What a great session. I really appreciate that. We are wrapping this 11 a.m. session up, but we will be live streaming at 2:30 this afternoon Mountain Time on Facebook, when we're excited to see everyone and have people participate there as well. Check us out on Zennovate.com so you can see all of our different offerings. We'd love to see you there. Thanks and have a fantastic day.